because I had a student my 5th year teaching. The first day of school, I do like an icebreaker, and he was very honest with his 3 facts. And he gets up and he just goes up. He goes, "Hello, my name is," and all of a sudden he starts listing off his 3 facts. He's like, "I like smoking marijuana, I sell marijuana, and I was in a drive-by gone wrong for a drug deal and I got shot in the calf." And then he just walked away and sat down, and we're like, "Hold on." And I was like, "Dude, get back up here." And he's just like, "What?" And I was like,
"You're the coolest kid I've ever met."
Right. I was like, "All right, I think I can speak on behalf of all of us. You said you were shot by a drive-by for a drug deal gone wrong?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How old were you?" He's like, 12. I'm like, and that's when it clicked that this kid was in such an environment that at 12 years old, he was part of a drug deal gone wrong that resulted in him getting shot as a 12-year-old. And it like broke my heart until he started laughing. He's like, "Yeah, that shit sucked." And then he lifted up his pant leg and he showed us his calf, and he had the bullet scar, and it was bananas. And I was like, "All right, you know what? We're going to have fun with this." And this was a tech theater class. So I was like, "Everyone get out a sheet of paper. We're going to draw and recreate the drug deal gone wrong." and he looked at me with like disbelief. He's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, you're the first student I've ever had who's actually been shot and survived." And he sat down next to me, and we were like AGT judge panel, and they would walk up and show us their interpretation of the apartment complex and where the car was and the street light, and he would critique them, and he had the best time. And he was just like, "Yo, the car's right, but that street light is not what it looked like. And the apartment complex was a 2-story, not a 3-story." And he was like, "Next." Like, he would dismiss these kids. And that was 5 years ago. Until this day, we still keep in touch every now and then. And he's actually a manager of a car wash. So he got out of whatever he was in, and now he's actually thriving, which makes me happy. But, it was just hearing him be so blunt about his experience. And then he was laughing and smiling, and he's like, no, that's not what the car looked like, you idiot." You're just like, "Yo, this kid got shot at 12 years old." Yeah, he's a good kid.
You just made a whole like detective agency right there.
Yeah.
And there.
Right.
These kids learned more than just theater that day.
Right. They learned how to not do a drug deal.
Well, how to survive too.
Yeah, right. Yeah.